For years, people talked about the Charlotte housing market like it was one single thing: hot, slow, competitive, cooling. But the April 2026 data tells a more interesting story. Charlotte is not one housing market anymore. It is a collection of micro markets. Across the broader Charlotte region, prices look stable. Median sales price rose just 0.8% year over year, from $395,700 to $399,000. Average sales price rose 0.7%. At first glance, nothing looks dramatic. But look closer. Closed sales were down 2.8%. Days on market rose 16.7%. Inventory increased 10.7%. So prices are holding, but homes are taking longer to sell, buyers have more choices, and strategy matters more. Mecklenburg County shows this tension clearly. New listings rose 9.6%. Inventory increased 16.4%. Closed sales dropped 9.7%. And yet, median sales price still rose 4.4%, from $455,000 to $475,000. That is not a crash. It is a more selective market. Buyers are still paying strong prices for the right homes, but they are comparing more options and pushing back harder when a home is overpriced. Lake Norman tells a different story. Median sales price rose 7% to $615,000. Closed sales rose 6.5%. Average sales price reached $856,429. The average list price rose 24.7% to $1,279,833, while inventory actually fell 2.9%. That is a premium market signal. Lake Norman continues to benefit from lifestyle-driven demand: waterfront access, lake proximity, larger homes, relocation demand, and the appeal of lake living. Now compare that with Uptown Charlotte. Uptown showed the clearest buyer leverage signal in the data. Inventory rose 46%. Month supply jumped from 4.7 to 7.4. Median sales price fell 11.2%, from $385,000 to $342,000. Average sales price fell 23.8%. Cumulative days on market more than doubled, rising from 62 to 129 days. Because Uptown is a smaller submarket, monthly numbers can move more dramatically, but the direction is still meaningful. Uptown is not behaving like Lake Norman. It is not behaving like Lake Wylie, and it is not behaving like the broader Charlotte region. That is the point. Union County gives us another version of the story. Activity improved. New listings rose 11.8%. Pending sales increased 26.1%. Closed sales climbed 16.3%. But prices softened. Median sales price fell 1.8%. Average sales price fell 4.1%. So Union County is not dead. Demand is there, but buyers are more disciplined. Sellers who price correctly can still attract attention. Sellers who reach too far may get tested quickly. Lake Wylie looked steadier. New listings increased 15.3%. Pending sales rose 23.2%. Closed sales rose 12.7%. Median sales price increased 4.5% to $585,990. Inventory only increased 2.1%, and month supply moved slightly from 3.7 to 3.8. That tells us something important. More listings do not automatically mean a weaker market. In lifestyle-oriented areas, demand can still absorb new inventory when homes are priced and presented correctly. So what does all of this mean? For sellers, the market is less forgiving than it was during the peak frenzy years. The right price matters. Presentation matters. Condition matters. Photography, preparation, launch strategy, and competitive positioning all matter. A great home in the right micromarket can still perform extremely well, but overpricing is riskier now. For buyers, opportunity depends heavily on where and what you are buying. A buyer in Uptown Charlotte may have a very different level of leverage than a buyer looking in Lake Norman, Lake Wylie, or a low inventory pocket of Mecklenburg County. The mistake is assuming the entire market has softened equally. It has not. For homeowners, the takeaway is simple. Your home's value is not determined by the Charlotte market. It is determined by your specific market, your neighborhood, price band, condition, competition, buyer pool, and lifestyle appeal. A regional headline is not a pricing strategy. Charlotte is not one housing market anymore. It is a collection of micro-markets. Some are showing price strength. Some are becoming more buyer-friendly. Some are absorbing inventory well. Others are sitting longer. That is not bad news. It is simply a more sophisticated market. And in a market this divided, the right strategy can be the difference between winning and waiting. For deeper local analysis on how this shift affects your move, your equity, or your home's value, contact Stone Realty Group. Experience the Stone Standard.